We are talking about classifying triangles, and here we have an example to look at. It says use the given angles and the sides to classify the triangle from the figure below. So the first, there's a bunch of different triangles made up in this one figure, and this is the same figure down here. So we have to take a look at the triangle that is mentioned and decide what type of triangle it is. So triangle ABC, so triangle A, B, and then C is over here. So we can see that it's this big triangle. And we can take a look and see what we have marked. So if we pay attention to the angles first, we can see that we have a right angle here. So right away, we know that this is going to be a right triangle. So that's the right angle. And now let's take a look at the sides to see if we can come up with any more information. So we have one congruent mark here, and side AC is made up of two sides with that. So we know that AB and AC are not the same length. And then it says BC has these two congruent marks on it. So we know that AB and BC are not the same length. And we know that BC and AC are not the same length. So all the sides are different lengths. So this is a right scalene triangle. The next one that we're looking at is triangle ABD, and I'm going to use this drawing down here on the bottom. Triangle ABD, so AB right here, BD is right here, and all right, so as we're looking at this drawing, and we can see that we have one congruent mark, one congruent mark, one congruent mark. So this one is equilateral because all three sides are congruent. So this is equilateral, or it's also equiangular. Equiangular and equilateral are the same triangle. So that was the red one from over here. Next one we have is EDC. So I'll use this blue pen, EDC. I'll go back over here. So here's ED, and there's C. So again, look at the angle first. We have a right angle at angle D is a right angle. So we know that this is going to be a right, some type of right triangle. Here we have one congruent mark, and here we have two congruent marks. And so at this point, it's clear that the hypotenuse is not going to be the same length as one of the legs. So in this case, it's just a right scalene triangle because all the sides are different lengths. And then the last one we have is triangle BDC. So here's BDC. I'll go down to this drawing on the bottom here to show a little bit better. BDC. And one thing that we notice, if we look at the angle first, angle D on this last triangle was a 90 degrees, and BD is line segment BD goes past that 90 degree mark. So we know that it's bigger than 90 degrees. So this is going to be obtuse. And one other thing that we notice is there's one mark here and one mark here on the sides. So we know that this is isosceles because it has two congruent sides. So it's obtuse, isosceles triangle.